Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as Great Britain. We are making our way through the 1960s. Parliament hates us, we are at peace, and our budget has been slashed so severely that it is one of the smallest in the world now, despite our very high base resources. So, we are pretty much in survival mode. Destroyers. 2 heavy cruisers and 20 destroyers, plus everything that's on foreign stations, which is the minimum necessary. And we are losing money. And we're not even actually building anything. Guys. Fuck you, Parliament. No, I don't think we can afford to spend 10,000 on Spanish 19-inch guns, thanks. No, not really. How does it work? Um, I don't even have a way to balance this budget. This is just appalling. Uh, Scrapping Glorious and Irresistible. Because can't afford them. Putting the Ark Royals into mothballs. Okay. What is our budget right now? It is. We now have the second lowest budget in the game. Okay. Interesting. That they covered their bases. Our budget is now significantly lower than Spain or Austria-Hungary's. Despite which, I am still expected, apparently, to protect, the entire damn planet that we own. What are we spending all this India money on? Come on, Parliament. This is absurd. Fleet morale is terrible. I'm gonna have to mothball a lot more ships in order to even try to get us on budget. Ooh, that's pretty harsh. Although I guess it's accurate-ish with the Washington Treaty. What do I even have left that's only on reserve that I can put into? Okay. Yeah, I agree, Prime Minister. Maybe give me some goddamn money then. Okay, I'm literally not even allowed to end the turn, huh? Okay, well then. I don't even know what the hell to tell them then. Like, I'm gonna get fired, which I've never had happen to me before, but the budget is so unbelievably bad. No, we obviously cannot have any more budget cuts. What the hell, government? Yeah, well, I literally cannot cut anything further back, so no, we can't afford that. No, we definitely can't afford that. Okay, good news, the budget's positive again. I've lost like 30 prestige today from budget problems, but the budget is positive. The Italians have a very nice carrier here, or very decent carrier here. It's quite nice, really. More modern than any of our carriers. I think that's what they want, yeah. I already scrapped two. We're down to eight, which, I mean, our closest rivals have 11 and 12, respectively, plus hordes of CVLs. They realize that Germany and Japan have hugely less overseas commitments and significantly larger budgets than us, right? Or Germany and France. We're literally only outspending Russia. And Russia has 600,000 tons more of ships than us. You know what? Sure. I don't even care. This is vaguely historical. This is definitely 1960s Britain right now. Anti-surface capability for SAMs. Okay, medium and heavy SAMs can be launched against surface targets. That's all nice. If only we could afford to have SAMs on any of our ships. Yeah, it was bad. It really was. I mean, post World War II, they were just bankrupt, basically. Uh, because I'm actually tempted for once to actually do it. I'm still not gonna sell it, but like, Parliament, for the love of God. Also, I hate that they cut the budget mid-turn and then are immediately angry at you overspending, even though you literally could not have avoided it. It's a good option at this point. No, we've already determined I've mothballed. I don't really have a solution to this, actually. Our budget is now smaller than Russia's. And we have the smallest budget in the game. It's literally 1/4 of the American budget. Um, I never do this, but I'm gonna have to pull back on. That doesn't do enough to be worth it, actually. Maybe it does. What else can I do to see? Minimal peacetime missile storage. Uh, Anywhere else I can save money? I could cut the Naval Academy, but that's not very expensive. Set the CVs to foreign stations. I don't think that's gonna help. Okay. I could cut the Naval Academy, but that's really not worth that much. Um, hmm. Well, time for some radical steps, because apparently nothing else is gonna save us. Goodbye, all my destroyers. Goodbye, older battleships. Nope, still fucked. Goodbye, all of you. I will use the Yarmouths for foreign stations duty now. Oh, that actually is that really still okay? Maybe once all the Canadas were fixed, I could have cut back a little bit. What's the guaranteed solution? Does any of this raise? No, that just increases tension. Bristol Horsley. Oh yes, the notepad files. Yes, that would fix the problem. No, it's okay. We have only 4 years to go. Worst case, we just limp across the finish line with a really pathetic fleet, but technically owning pretty much the entire world still. Okay, you know it is it's not historical because real life Britain was so bankrupt that it had to decolonize and give up all its territory. By 1965, the empire was practically gone. We still own India. Just owning India should literally double our budget on its own. It's so rich. You know what? I can't afford to lose any more prestige, so sure. Rear Admiral Mutton can have command. We are struggling with everything. We literally cannot build a ship. Can I take anything else off foreign stations? Oh, I can a little bit. Okay. I've had too much on here because I guess a lot of the Canadas were undergoing repairs at the very end of the war, maybe. Okay, all of you guys need to come back to Northern Europe and go into mothballs straight away. You would think it should be pretty good, but apparently our tension is so low that Parliament has just been slashing the budget over and over again. But the problem with that is if tensions escalate to a war, we're just going to get crushed because Parliament hasn't given us any money for anything. So, yeah, I think I would agree, yeah. God, we're at like half of Germany's budget right now. How is Great Britain being outspent by Austria-Hungary? Come on, guys. I Well, how's about we spend more on the Navy? You're right about missile corvette. Oh, we don't have missile corvettes yet. We can't have an all-missile corvette Navy. Sorry, Jofu. Okay, look at that. I can resume construction on 2 ships. Yeah, that's true. I do think colonies are probably... To be fair, historically, most colonies were basically a net loss. I'm pretty sure India was quite profitable, though. Hmm. Noted. Yeah, I'm sure we do need more destroyers. I kind of scrapped most of them. But, hmm. I kept trying to push for that, and I think that's part of why our budget got into such a terrible state, so I'm gonna not push for a disarmament treaty again. We rolled for... Why? See, now we have a foreign stations crisis again. It was fine a minute ago. I'm gonna mothball a lot of these, because these are not ideal for that anyway. And I'm gonna put you guys on foreign stations. Okay. Now, if we finish the Polaris class, we can have a stable force for foreign stations again. That sounds, how did that work out? A lot of airstrikes on, pre-dreadnoughts. Reconnaissance pods, better spotting probability for recon aircraft versus ships, quadruple box launchers for medium SSM. Was that the last one? think it was about the Austrian medium bomber, which I really don't care about, and I don't understand why they're building a new piston-engined medium bomber, actually, but okay. Hey, the budget has recovered a lot, actually. Back above France and Russia's. I can resume construction on my carrier. Really? Couldn't imagine why. Um, could ever have predicted that? Naval Secretary, I agree, but I cannot afford it. You have to give me money if you want me to build 20 additional destroyers. I mean, we direly need. How many months do we have? 5. Yeah, that's not enough. How am I. Okay, let's adjust our intel here. Okay. That's fun. Did you still win? Oh, we've stolen flight deck washdown system from the USA. That's nice. Improved automated single HAA mounts. Okay. Hmm. Well done. I know we need more destroyers. Trust me, I am well aware. Okay, we commission one Polaris class. As soon as she's worked up, I can hopefully take a Yarmouth or two off of foreign stations. Now, yeah, we absolutely cannot under any circumstances fight a war, is the problem, because I had to scrap most of our destroyer fleet without replacement, which is real bad. But maybe about 1980 we would be ready for war in theory. Missile battleships, huh? I wish I could afford those. I can afford a not missile battleship. I suppose I could refit missiles onto her, to be fair. I mean, it is possible to add. Yeah, it's definitely possible to add these. 32 knots, 16-inch belt, 5-inch deck. That's pretty nice, yeah. It might be possible to refit Albion with missiles. The only problem is I have absolutely no money for that, but yeah, I'm well aware we need more destroyers. Yeah. Okay, Palace is commissioned. France is a helicopter carrier. 12 of them? That's a lot of battleships. We don't have the money. My god, Gurkhas are already an outdated design. Wow, they are 6 years old. Okay, well, that's horrifying. We straight up still can't afford this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because otherwise they'll get really mad. No, I can't mothball anything else. The fleet is still too. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty busted. Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Why? No, not why. Think the prestige gain from building the destroyers cancels out the prestige hit from being over budget? Probably not. Maybe. Nope. Well, the answer is actually yes, but fleet morale also suffered. Well, we did what we had to do. Are you ready yet? Yes. Foreign stations immediately. Can I please take these Yarmouths off of foreign stations and send them back to... You were both in Southeast Asia. That was dumb to do that twice. Oh well. Yeah. Definitely not. Holy cow, the budget's finally good enough to resume my carrier. She might actually be finished by the end of the game at this rate. Weird angled deck shape, actually, but whatever. And apparently I can't take both Yarmouths off foreign stations. That's nice. I don't care. In fact, it'll probably save me money. Go away, Southwest Africa. 12 BBs, 9 CVs, 36. Yeah, that's a lot. I have, let's see here. We're up to 40 missile destroyers, so we're getting there. And, 11 missile cruisers. No, wait. 12. We do have 8 CVs, they're just, 3 of them are rather obsolete. 1 battleship. Not missile. We'll be lucky if we're not fired in the next 3 years, honestly. Our prestige's just been continuously negative. How... Are you ready at least? Yes. Go on to foreign stations immediately. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Okay. The last Polaris will be finished in 4 months. I can resume construction on a couple of destroyers. I mean, we direly need destroyers, but we also, like, direly need new carriers and new heavy cruisers, so... Yeah, that does sound like getting your ass handed to you. International Squadron. Oh, historical resources Spain is painful. Could be interesting, but it's definitely gonna be painful. At least they won't have to spend their entire damn budget on colonial affairs, probably. Although, actually, I guess at the start when they have Cuba and Guam and stuff. They have the Philippines and Cuba at the start in 1890, don't they? And then are immediately forced into repeated wars with the USA until they lose it. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Honestly, that's probably for the best, because the USA will just endlessly go to war with you over Cuba if you still have it, so... Better to avoid that. Okay. The budget is almost getting there now. It is actually decent. Well, it's not. It's still less than Spain and Austria-Hungary's, which is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure France and Russia are basically bankrupt because of how much I've beaten them up, so I barely count them. Uh, there's no way our budget should be smaller than Spain and Austria-Hungary's. Um, Hi, US. No, I'm not doing anything to piss off the USA. That would be suicide. Okay, HMS Pearl is commissioned. Uh, we're gonna avoid that, because that's... No. We've been allies with Austria so many times, and it's hardly ever really paid off, honestly. Okay, you foreign stations. Please tell me I can pull the last couple of Yarmouths out of foreign stations duty now. I really should be able to. I would like to also maybe pull some of the fleet out of mothballs, but that seems absolutely unaffordable. Kind of a small missile cruiser, honestly. Got helicopters. SSMs, SAMs. They're kind of trying to do a lot with a light cruiser here. SSMs and SAMs and helicopters. And guns. I don't know if it's working. I really don't want to have less than 10 carriers, considering how many all of our rivals have. Hmm. But yeah, I feel like you have to commit. So they have like a mediocre number of SSMs and a mediocre number of guns on that class. Yeah, I noticed. Why is tension with Russia so high? Um, Whatever. Russia is one of the only powers we can maybe actually take. Although we can't take anyone until our destroyer fleet is fixed because it's cripplingly bad. The problem is it was cripplingly bad anyway because all the destroyers I scrapped were Amazons that were literally 30 years old. But at least they could cover our colonial duties, as it is, or our trade protection duties. As it is, if we go to war, we will literally like have 0 destroyers left for fleet duties after trade protection. What's the even worse plan? All submarines. Genius. New Hawker helicopter. It is not really superior. No, it sucks, honestly. It's significantly worse than the Bristol Horsley, surely. No, I don't want it. Sounds like a genius plan. I'm sure this will safeguard the colonies so well. Advanced tactical data system, better missile target acquisition, improved light SAMs, provide cover to nearby ships against missiles and aircraft, and that's nice. We actually have, assume that basically means counter missiles. I don't know what else it would imply. Oh, it just means they can target missiles that are aimed at other ships, is what it really means. But yeah. Okay. Keep on ticking. Yeah, I'm well aware that we have a destroyer problem. Yep. Okay. That's why the only thing the fleet is building is destroyers and a carrier, but you know. Aren't the only. Thanks for watching, sailors. Hope you enjoyed. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Have a nice day, sailors. This is Sea Lord Agenda, signing off.